tuned into the DFPN, the Dat Villain Podcast Network.
Real food, real food.
Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen, on this fine Wednesday? Welcome back to the No Gimmicks podcast here on the DFPN. We are streaming on Facebook, we're streaming on YouTube, and we are streaming on Twitch tonight. Hope everybody's enjoying the episode of Dynamite. We're now at the main event, so we figure we get an early start. May the 4th be with you, everyone. Happy May the 4th to everyone. We got a good show lined up for you tonight. A little bit of different. We're going to switch lanes because we're going to celebrate Star Wars tonight and all of its beautiful grandeur. Why this is known as a holiday, we're going to celebrate that with you all. Just bring a little cheer into the atmosphere, if you will. Before we do that, though, let's get into the sponsors. So shout out to Plugs Earbuds. Go to www.gettheplugs.com. Enter in code DFPN10 for a 10% discount. Also go to Fiverr for whatever you need. They do it all. There's somebody freelancing for you. We are getting new logos made through Fiverr for the entire platform. So we're working on that. They do really great work. They're really responsive. They're really affordable on what you need. So they work with you and they get everything done. So go to Fiverr. We'll post that link in the Facebook group. If you're not following us, if you're just listening to the audio, follow us at the No Gimmicks Podcast fan group on Facebook. Get into the action. Get into the conversation. We do have conversations on wrestling and all things eccentric to this podcast in that fan group. So go to that and make sure you follow in on that with us. Shout out to the Bandcamp. Go to Bandcamp at thatfelon.bandcamp.com. We have lots of new music up. There's always new music dropping. It's going to be a warm summer as far as the outlook goes for Dat Villain. So tune in there. Make sure you guys are following along. We do also have merch on the Teespring. So go to teespring.com and search for Dat Villain Podcast. Fabulous Frankie D. What's up, man?
Sir, what is the nameplate, sir?
I'm not calling you that shit, bro.
You know why?
I'm not fucking calling you that.
You know why you won't call me that, sir? It's
I'm not
just
calling
like
you that.
it's just like you. It's just like you Jedi's. You have no respect whatsoever.
I'm not
you have
calling
no
you
respect
that.
whatsoever for the Empire. You have no respect whatsoever for a power that's greater than you, sire.
I am not calling you by that name, sir.
Sir, that's what the name says. So that is what it is, and that's what it shall be.
Oh, is it? Is it?
That's right, sir.
Okay, Darth D.
That's right.
Fucker.
Yeah.
Have you been on this fine May the 4th? Oh no.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
I really don't like you right now. You just had to bust out the lightsaber. You just had to. You had to.
You dang right I did.
Oh my god. This is going to be a long show. Anyway, how are you doing on this fine May the 4th?
Sir, I am doing exquisite. Okay,
Exquisite.
I am copacetic. I am optimistic. I am domesticated.
Domesticated, huh?
I'm just too sweet, baby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you
So
understand? I'm just too sweet and public.
So we going from dark to American Dream. Is this what we're doing tonight? Is this where we're going?
Can you feel this?
No. Now choke yourself.
Yeah, that's happening.
Oh man.
No, but to answer the question, yes, sir. I've been thoroughly enjoying, May the 4th. It's a big day for us, in the Star Wars universe. People who watch those movies, I know there's a lot of people out there that don't. I just got into it, a few years ago. Me and the wife decided to binge watch it because I was never into Star Wars. I could not stand Star Wars. I'm like, man, you corny ass, fucking nerdy motherfuckers. I ain't watching that shit. And then I watched it, and I was like, wait a minute, this isn't so bad. I'm like, I was captivated into it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like watching it. You know what I mean? I'm digging it. I'm feeling it, baby. I watched it in, what was it? Machete. The Machete order. So I watched it. So and we're gonna delve into it a little bit. But obviously now I'm a fan. Obviously, I got the shirt on here. Execute Order 66 right here. Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Anakin Skywalker. When Obi-Wan, basically what happened, people don't know the story of that. Obi-Wan was banging Padme on the side.
Yeah,
and needed to get rid of.
We're not doing this.
Need to get rid of Anakin. So he chopped his fucking legs off and set the motherfucker on fire and left.
Sir, we are not doing this shit tonight. We're not gonna slander fucking Obi-Wan and Padme. We're not gonna do that tonight. We're not doing it.
Hey, he slandered all in her.
Shut the fuck. No. We're not fucking doing that tonight.
Whatever.
What the fuck? Why do you come up? Where do you get this shit from?
What do you mean where I get it from? It's the truth. The whole truth
is
nothing but the
fucking truth. When did fucking hold on. For those of you who did not watch our Patreon, if you're not on our Patreon, go join our Patreon. Because on the Patreon, this man said pretty much that the Jedi got no booty whatsoever. So now on the regular web, you come out of your own mouth and say Obi-Wan was banging Padme.
You see, I said the Jedi. I never said Obi-Wan. I said the Jedi.
Obi-Wan is a Jedi. What the fuck?
Yeah, but he's the only one around there that basically, got aroused looking at Padme and he wanted it. So he got it.
Oh my God, what?
So and then on top of that, at the end of the day, like I said, man, it was a domestic violence situation. He chopped the fucking dude's legs off. Didn't they have to show on the ID channel talking about this?
What are you talking about?
What was it? What was that show? This is on what Killer Couples or some shit? They were talking about Padme and Obi-Wan and how they killed Anakin.
No, sir. No, sir.
Yeah.
No, sir. No.
Bullshit.
No. It did not happen like that.
Oh, it happened that way. Oh, yeah.
I think and you have different recollections of Revenge of the Sith.
No, I have the recollection of I know what happened.
Oh my God. What happened? Tell the complete story. Tell the complete story one more time. The complete
story is that Obi-Wan was banging Padme the whole time Anakin was gone. And then he was putting spells on Anakin, making him think that Padme was going to die. Okay? So, he was basically in there, and basically, like Luke and Leia, those are actually Obi-Wan's, kids. That's what I
is it?
Of. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So it's all about child support. And then Anakin found out about the shit. Anakin was like, oh, fuck no, you ain't doing that to me. And Obi-Wan was like, no, we got to get rid of this motherfucker.
Why? Because Anakin wasn't taking care of somebody else's kids?
Well, R2-D2 and C-3PO, they were all involved in the whole damn scam.
How the fuck are you dragging robots into the shit? Why are you dragging the droids into this?
Hey, why did they have to wipe the droid at the end of the movie? Why is that? Because the droid had the information. Exactly.
No, because they didn't. Oh, what the fuck? Why am I entertaining this shit? Why? Why am I entertaining this?
Because you know I'm telling the truth.
No, it's bullshit. It's bullshit.
Whatever.
It's because of your love for the Sith.
The Sith.
I get it.
No, my day's tomorrow, sir. The Sith, that's my day tomorrow.
So then why are we celebrating tonight?
Because it's Star Wars, baby.
So you're saying May the 5th, it's actually Cinco de Mayo, first and foremost. Second,
baby, I got to go out and give me some tacos.
I can't. I fucking
give me
can't.
some carne asada tacos, baby.
right to the drive-through. Now, here's a very
carne asada.
Here's a very important question. What's the best carne asada tacos you've had? That's the best carne asada tacos you've ever had. That's nice.
Yeah, it is.
Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
Is it Anakin when they sliced his fucking legs off?
You mean when Obi-Wan? You mean when
Obi-Wan sliced his
fucking? You mean when Obi-Wan sliced his fucking legs off because he wanted to get rid of him so he could have Padme to himself? Is that what you're referring to?
No. Anakin was being hoish. He had hoish traits, just like the majority of the Sith. He had hoish traits. He got mad.
You just asked me about tacos, so I'm gonna ask you a question about tacos.
Nah, don't run from this. Don't run from this truth. I love carne asada tacos. I love shrimp tacos. Those are pretty good. You know, there was a place in Roseland, the old taco truck. Good shit, man. The one right there on the taco truck right there on 25th and or was that 20th? Oh yeah. Yeah, the old taco truck we used to stop at all the time. Yeah, that was good shit, bro. You take one of them tacos, get some fucking limes, and you put that shit on there, you know, and then you eat it in public and let it drip down your fucking arm. In public?
Business.
No, I don't think I want to do all that.
You in business, boy.
We are going way too far with that one.
You in business. Give me one of them big ass carne asada burritos, nigga. I'll go home and eat that motherfucker. Shit. They already knew when they saw me coming, they already knew what I wanted.
Anyway, so about these Sith. Anyway, Anakin was being a hoe, pretty much. And, you know, he had somebody older in his ear telling him, like, these motherfuckers are fucked up. They about to fuck shit up. I don't think you need to be hanging around them. You need to come over here to the winning team. We'll get you straight. We'll give you power here in the Senate. You don't have to deal with all of that bullshit with the Jedi Council. And the man said, you know what? I'm down with that. And then Samuel L. Jackson came out with his purple lightsaber and tried to stop it because he knew that there was a powerful Sith Lord. Mm-hmm. And, you know, they fried him, threw him out the window, which I don't believe he's dead. I think he'll come back in some form. Just not as Samuel L. Jackson, because Samuel L. Jackson's obviously too old at this point to be doing all these stunts and shit. But yeah, Anakin was being hoish, man.
You mean the Samuel L. Jackson that was just in Spider-Man No Way Home as Nick Fury?
He wasn't in Spider-Man No Way Home.
He wasn't?
No.
Oh, I thought he was.
No, he was not.
Okay.
He was mentioned, but he wasn't.
Okay. Well, you know what? I have not watched it yet, and I'm not.
I can tell.
I'm not a Marvel, Sony like fucking geek, so excuse me.
I'm just saying he wasn't in it. I saw it.
Okay. Well, fucking whoop-de-doo. You want a cookie?
No. See, look at you. You acting like a Sith right now.
Yeah, I am, and I have this lightsaber right here too.
Stop being a Sith for like 5 seconds.
Yeah, if you get out of line, I'll take this lightsaber and I'll stick it right at the computer.
Oh my god! How is that gonna work, sir? You don't have those powers.
You know, honestly, dude, they need to make a hood version of Star Wars.
And what would that consist of? Actually, I'm interested in that. What would that consist of? What would it
I don't
consist
know.
of?
You know, boys in the Jedi or some shit.
Seriously. Boys in the Jedi?
Yeah.
What about Menace to Tatooine?
I mean, that'll work too. You feel me? We'll get right on the work on the script and figure it out. You know, we can do it.
Yeah. Millennium Falcon Drive or some shit. Where they just go around and steal ships. Then, you know, all the trouble that comes with it.
That's all the Jedi do anyway.
I think
steal things like children, but that's a different story.
Oh my God! Why are we going back here? We've already rehashed this and you ran from it.
Hey, I didn't run from anything. But if you want to go to the next segment, we can go to the next segment.
Let's do that before. Let's do that.
Yeah, let's do that before you keep embarrassing yourself.
How Sway?
Because you're defending a fucking cult, and you know it is.
The Sith ain't a cult?
No.
What the fuck is it?
Peaceful people.
Get the fuck out. Get out of here. How?
I'm sorry. Did the Sith or the Empire, did they have their own army, or was it the Jedi that had a whole army of clones?
The Sith?
Bullshit.
The Sith?
Nope. That's incorrect, sir. You know it is.
Bro, the Republic had clones.
Bullshit. Now,
there's a whole show. There's a whole show dedicated to this shit.
You're full of shit. Now go in the corner and slap yourself.
They had a whole show dedicated to this. Oh, no, you're right.
Thank you very much. I know I'm right.
You're right.
Yeah, exactly. What the fuck, we gotta get Wonder Woman in here so she can tie your ass up until you tell the truth?
Whatever.
Yeah, lasso your ass, now you tell the truth.
No, hold up. Technically, it was for the Sith. Technically,
we got a fail safe just in case you motherfuckers out of line. Execute Order 66.
Yeah, exactly.
It
was for the fucking Sith.
Bitch.
Yeah.
It was
bitch. For the Sith.
Yeah.
Some bullshit. Some bullshit. But anyway, in the history of the Star Wars...
Oh, listen to this motherfucker right here, trying to sound all sophisticated. In the history of the Star Wars...
Hey, man, in the
history of the Star Wars...
You know what? Fuck you. Best Star Wars movie.
See, look at you. Now you got to turn together.
What's the best Star Wars movie?
Can you be more like Darth D and be corporate? What's the best Star Wars movie out there?
Oh, when I was trying to be corporate, you was like, oh, look at you. Nigga, here now. So what's the best Star Wars movie?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I bring the N out of you?
You did. You definitely
Gotcha,
did.
buddy. Gotcha.
I had to reach down deep in there to bring them out.
All right, sir. You're asking me the best Star Wars movie ever. In my opinion, my humble opinion, Revenge of the Sith. Period.
What makes you like that movie so much? Is it because
I like the story that they're telling there. I like the fact that this is the beginning of it all. This is showing you how everything started. It's showing you basically how Anakin basically was betrayed by the Jedi Council, how they were driving him crazy, how he was trying to save his wife, how Obi-Wan had manipulated him, how that green little maggot Yoda had manipulated him. You know what I mean? And I'll put that comment back up there right there.
No,
put that shit back up.
I'm not. Not fucking doing it.
Exactly.
I didn't have time.
Because see, hey, I'm living the gimmick, baby. And I got a lightsaber.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
Okay. Sure, sir.
But that's what it is. It's just I like the movie, but then I like Rogue One as well as a standalone doing its own story, and it was all because of that one part. It was all about the ending of Rogue One. It's what got everybody. I mean, everybody dies, but then here comes fucking at the end scene, dude. Darth Vader comes there, just fucking motherfuckers up, just crazy shit. They copied that scene in The Mandalorian when Luke appeared. They did they did that whole scene over. So that's just those movies are just, that's my favorite one. It's like, the wife will tell you, if I go back and I'm like watching stuff, if I'm watching Star Wars, I always go back to Revenge of the Sith because that's my shit. I like watching. I love the whole thing with Padme's funeral and the song they're playing. Dude, I got the song on my phone. Where you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's my ringtone.
Yeah, I have the Padme the funeral song.
Yeah,
where it has a little bit of the I have those on there. You know, when I come in, the Imperial March better be playing.
All right, let's go to these names because a bunch of comments came in for like hood names. So let's
that's what's up with it. Come on, hey, put them hood names out there.
So we got Luke Sky Hustler.
Hey, I like that. I like that.
Han Lolo.
Yeah, that motherfucker got a Lolo.
Princess Lecrea.
Probably got some braids.
Chewbacca.
Yeah.
The parole board strikes back.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Return of the player.
That's some Teddy Long shit.
Empire is the best.
Yeah, that's right.
Shout out to CD for that, man. And then we got a couple of answers on the best movie. We got Mac saying Rogue One. I actually have to agree with Mac. I like Rogue One. It's a very underrated.
Yeah, and I like it. I like it as well. I love the ending of it when Darth comes there and he just fucks everything because it leads to a new hope. Yeah,
it does, and it's perfect. It's a perfect way to bridge that gap, and I'm glad they made that movie.
Right.
Empire Strikes Back, Rogue One. So, yeah, man.
Couple prequels are. I like the prequels though. I really do dig the prequels. People like the prequels now more than they like the later trilogy.
I agree. I was just about to say that. Yeah. I tend to go back, especially after the new ones, and I kind of appreciate the prequels more now than I did when they were out,
right?
Because of the later movies and them being those later movies just weren't great. So,
since we got some people up in here right now, though, let's go ahead and play that thing.
All right. So you want to get into the trailer reaction?
Yeah. Let's do that. All
right. Let's do it. Let's do this here. So, Darth D, as he likes to be called, he has not seen the Obi-Wan trailer yet. So we're going to show it live here. All right, here we go.
They're coming. Stay hidden.
Oh shit, that's a Grand Inquisitor.
Or we will not survive.
Looking at your son, huh?
Leave us alone. When the time comes, he must be trained. Like you trained his father? You still want Kenobi. He's gone.
Maybe you were looking in the wrong places.
That's fire. I thought that was fire.
And bounty hunter to squeeze him.
Oh shit.
You can't run all we want. You can't escape him.
Oh fuck. Oh damn. Oh shit.
Yes.
Damn. Yeah.
That was fire.
Fuck yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was tight. You got the Grand Inquisitor on there. You got fucking Inquisitors, live action Inquisitors on the fucking show, which has never been done before outside of what? The video games?
Yeah.
And what was it? Rebels.
All in order. Oh no, yeah, you're right.
So we never had live action Inquisitors before, so that is fucking awesome. Fucking Darth Vader at the end, putting them together after Obi-Wan tried to kill him. Put them together. So that's great to see. I'm glad he's still breathing. I'm glad he's alive.
You know he was alive. They put him together at the end of Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, but they put them together again.
Now, I wonder if they're gonna tell that story, honestly. Like what I want to see year one Vader. And I hope this is year one Vader. Because I don't know the timeline.
I don't think it is. See, the timeline, from what I'm understanding, is the timeline is like 5 years. So I think they're going to go. I hope they don't go in this direction of being like, we only see Vader like in the last episode or some shit. You know what I mean? I want to see him at the beginning, because this is actually, this is a defining moment for Hayden to come back and play Anakin Darth Vader, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, and they're not showing too much, which I like that. They're giving you just enough. Right. So it's a cool, that's cool to me. I like that they're doing that. That they're just showing us just enough. I do too. They're teasing the fuck out of it.
Right.
So I can't wait to see what happens with it. The trailer looked awesome. I can't wait for it. May 27th can't get here quick enough for me.
Yeah. And it's a long weekend, so a little bit of celebrating to do that weekend. Great time to bring it out. And I'm really curious to see where they go with Vader. I want him to be an integral, because you kind of can't have Obi-Wan without Vader being involved in some form or fashion. Just because of the story they told in those first 3 movies, are the prequels. You kind of can't have it because they were joined at the hip, and now Obi-Wan is finally on his own, and he's now Vader. Anakin is now Vader.
Yeah, and obviously you're gonna have to kill, if they tell it correctly. Then see, I don't know how fast they're gonna jump in there. You're probably right. They're probably gonna be, it's probably gonna be, year one Vader or some shit. Maybe what we're seeing is maybe Anakin is still alive. I don't know how they're gonna do it, because
is he still
to be older? You have to be, because in this timeline, in this universe that they're doing this in, Yoda is still alive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they have to play off all these different things. If the Clone Wars are pretty much, it's on.
Yeah, it's on and cracking. And I'm really curious, does he have issues with the suit? Hence them putting him back together. Is it bothering him and he's trying to figure the shit out, but he's still powerful enough to where he could fuck shit up? You know what I mean?
It's obviously, I don't know. That's a good question. It's obviously going to be a continuation from obviously that. So I'm kind of wondering too, how much influence is Palpatine going to have in this show? I also wonder, is James Earl Jones going to come back as a reprise role of the voice of Darth Vader too? They've been kind of hush on that. And
maybe not.
They haven't said
maybe
anything.
Not. I don't think it is, because it'll probably be, if Hayden Christensen is really actually coming back, I would think it would be his voice.
But see, they've never used the actor's voice who's played Vader. It's always been James Earl Jones or somebody else.
Right.
So if you want to have authentic, if you want to be authentic with it, then you have James come back and have his voice on there as Darth Vader. It only makes sense to do it that way.
Right. I would agree, but you never know.
Right.
So, very curious to see where they go with this. I haven't looked at any because there's reviews out on it already. I haven't looked at them yet. I don't want to look at them because I don't want them to fuck me up. But I do not want them to do what they did with fucking Boba Fett. Please don't give me that shit.
Yeah. I don't know. I've not watched one episode of that. I do know there's an episode with Skywalker and Grogu and Ahsoka, and I've been told by people, just watch that one.
Yeah, just watch that one if you really want like an oh shit, because that was an oh shit episode. That whole episode is like oh shit.
Right.
This is what I wanted, and then nothing after that. Nothing before that. Nothing after that.
Right.
Unless you really followed Rebels and was it Clone Wars? If you followed those two shows, then you might like what you see. But other than that, don't. And damn sure don't watch the finale because you will be pissed.
Yeah, I don't really watch too much Disney.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I'll go on there and watch like The Simpsons or something like that. But when the time comes, I'm definitely gonna be watching it. You know what I mean? So
cool. All right, so AEW Dynamite. What'd you like out of tonight's show that you saw?
I like Jeff Hardy versus Bobby Fish. Thought it was a pretty good match. Digging Blackpool Combat Club. I think that group could give Bullet Club a run for his money if they had more members. I'm looking back on it. We were talking last week about who could join the Blackpool Combat Club, and I know a dude. I know a guy that can that could join that group. And
if it's who I'm thinking, who?
It's Miro.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, Miro could definitely fit in Blackpool Combat Club.
Yes, he could. Yes, the fuck he could. Bro, that would be fucking dominance.
Yeah.
That would be dominance.
Right. I'm digging House of Black.
I am too. You know what I thought? I thought they were going to go all the way with Julia Hart, and they didn't.
Yeah, they blew that shit.
They fucked me up with that. They fucked me all the way up with that.
But one thing I will say positively real quick too about the show. Hey, Tony Khan, congratulations on listening. Obviously, you listen to No Gimmicks.
You listen to the show.
You're a fan. You listen to the show. Thank you. You listened and you turned up the lights.
Yes, you listened to the show. Thank you.
It looked like a whole different show tonight because you had the shit lit up. The place, the damn building was sold out. You had it lit up. It just looked. It looked good. It looked better on television.
It did.
Keep up the momentum, bruh.
You know what? That and actually seeing the crowd interact with the matches makes a fucking difference. It makes a difference.
Isn't it kind of funny how you look at this show here and everybody's watching it and everybody's engaged and you can actually see the people reacting, moving around, and then you watch the WWE show and people are just standing there, but you hear this big ass loud ovation going on with the fucking track.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could actually see them like interacting, people having signs, like wrestlers actually, Adam Page actually spotting the guy in the back row. It was like, hey, look at me, motherfucker. Look at me. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. You know what I mean? Like that makes a difference. Thank you for paying attention to the No Gimmicks podcast, Mr. Tony Khan. Thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you very much.
And now Tony Khan he was smart. Hey, listen, go ahead and give us the booking duties for Ring of Honor, and
we got you.
And Rampage, and look, it'll be good. I know exactly what to do.
We got you.
I'll hold it in the palm of my hands.
Yep. Crowd will love it. They'll absolutely love it.
Right.
Yeah, it was good. I think the only thing I really didn't like was the Brian Pillman promo.
Yeah, bro. You got Brian Pillman Jr. Was no disrespect to him, but I saw more character out of him when he was in MLW.
They need to go back to that. Like
Than he is here.
They need to go back to that.
Yeah,
because
he was with Teddy Hart and David Boy Smith Jr. They were the Hart Foundation out in MLW. Yeah. And there's a video on here right now on YouTube where they beat down Kevin Sullivan in the hallway, and I'm like, he showed so much, fire and charisma there. I'm like, I don't know what the hell happened. It's like this Varsity Blondes shit ain't working.
I don't know if it's actually like him being creatively free and it just not working.
No, that was a scripted promo.
Yeah.
That was scripted. That was some shit somebody told him to say.
I'm talking about overall. I don't know, like, if him and MLW, like, he had direction that he had to go into, and that worked for him, and he gets to AEW and he has more creative freedom on what he's doing, and it's just not working.
Well, you got Jake the Snake Roberts back there that
you would think
could cut the promo for the guy. Could talk.
You have a lot of guys.
Having managers back there. You got him, but whatever. Jay Cargill's baddies section.
Loved it.
Loved it. Loved the fact got Kiera Hogan out there finally doing something. She was basically talking about how she was lost in the shuffle a little while there. Yeah. So you got him out there finally doing something. Red Velvet's out there, and I think this suits Red Velvet fine being a heel. It works for her. They just gotta do more to women. Why is Abaddon not on Dynamite or Rampage? Why is she stuck on Dark?
Please.
You have nobody in that company. Nobody in either company is doing that gimmick.
Bro, I'm telling you, if they give her 1 month, she's going to be one of, if not the most over woman in that division. 1 month. And that's just based off what I've seen.
Right.
1 month of Abaddon. It's the shit that she does. Let's put the gimmick aside. What she does in the ring, it's purposeful. It leads to something. It tells a story.
Right.
That's what she does in the ring. Add that on top of the gimmick, money. She's money.
Because kids and some men are legitimately afraid of this woman. You don't have that. Alexa Bliss, please. That cartoonish ass shit that they were doing over there at the whip. Oh, and by the way, real quick, I don't appreciate what you changed your fucking name to.
It took you 20 minutes to figure that shit out.
I just looked at a text message somebody just sent me, and I decided to throw because I'm not really paying attention to it. And I'm like, you're a piece of you suck, pal.
It took you 20 minutes.
Whatever, man.
I was looking.
You couldn't. Listen. You know what? That's the problem with you. That's the reason why you wouldn't make it over here on our side because you couldn't cut the mustard.
Subtlety is a Jedi specialty.
Couldn't cut the mustard.
Back to your point. What were you saying?
My point is that Abaddon needs to be on the main roster. Needs to be on the main show for AEW. It needs to be something different. I would love her to be in a feud with Thunder Rosa. Okay, I would love to see that. That would be something that we need. I need Abaddon in the House of Black. That's what I need. Fucking Julia Hart being in the House of Black. You killed that off tonight. Put Abaddon in the House of Black. She would roll with them. That would roll together.
Bro, they would be a fucking terrifying faction.
Yes.
Terrifying faction.
And I have to be honest with you. I kind of agree with Brody King a little bit when he was talking about, the faction with Edge. It's called Judgment Day in WWE. No, I'm not really digging Judgment Day. It looks very forced and contrived when they're out there.
Well, yeah. Well, not only that. You see WWE, they're slowly changing their style to fit what the audience is catering to in AEW. They're slowly doing that shit.
I guess.
Only thing is, it may work, it may not work, but you could tell the differences are there. For instance, last night on NXT, they followed a very similar format where they had a hot match up top and a hot match to end the show. So they had a it was a decent triple threat match to start the show. Got the crowd hype.
Right.
Had a little filler, and then the end of the show was a championship match. That it was okay. It was okay, but you can see that's the direction that they want to go. They want to pull some of these AEW fans away from AEW.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck.
Yep. So,
Good luck.
Other than that, I mean, Dynamite was what it was. They've lost some momentum, in my opinion. I don't know what the hell happened, but they lost something, and they've kind of lost it ever since Tony announced the Forbidden Door pay-per-view, and I don't know what it is. It's just been ever since then. The momentum has kind of tanked a little bit. So I don't know.
I think it's deliberate. I think it's deliberate, honestly, because he's focusing on the Forbidden Door.
Man, it could be, but you're focused on the Forbidden Door, and that's great. But you have a pay-per-view coming up called Double or Nothing, which is your big show. So,
but the excitement of I wouldn't have announced Forbidden Door until Double or Nothing. That's what I would have done.
I was about to say that. I would have made that announcement at the pay-per-view. Been like,
at the pay-per-view.
Phone in the New Japan president, had him there, and then go out there and fucking bring a special guest, Okada, out there.
Yep.
And he would have,
it would have blew the fucking roof off
the place. You would have had him face to face. Have Okada face to face. I mean, I can already book this shit right now, bro. Forbidden Door, the New Japan Pro Wrestling Champion versus the AEW champion. I think Okada's a champion right now. So you take take Okada, and you take Okada versus CM Punk. AEW champion versus New Japan champion.
I was going to say that. You give CM Punk the strap, and then you have CM Punk versus Okada. He wants to wrestle Okada anyway.
Right.
So make it happen.
So you got Tanahashi versus Bryan Danielson.
Oh, I would like to see Will Ospreay versus Bryan Danielson. Honestly,
either one would work.
Either one of them will work. You already got Moxley. Insert name, and it's gonna work. Wheeler Yuta's already going to Japan. So the biggest thing about this shit is the Forbidden Door has been open since about February. If you've really been paying attention, the shit's been open for a while. Because right before Buddy Matthews and Swerve, right before they debuted in AEW, they debuted in New Japan. So they've been there since February.
Well, the Forbidden Door, honestly, has been opened the moment Kenny Omega won the AEW Championship, and he says, I'll tell you all about it on Impact this week when they started with Impact Wrestling. That's when the Forbidden Door was actually open, and this is when it started happening. People went crazy for Mickie James at the Rumble, talking about, she crossed, like, okay.
That's because it's WWE.
That's whack, bro. That was not that to me was not a big deal. This is a woman who was there, who was basically, and ain't nothing against her. I'm just telling you like it is. It was a woman who was there. It was a woman who was not getting any reaction when she came out at all. No one gave a shit. She was cut from the company. She complained on the internet about her stuff being sent to her in trash bags. True. And then all of a sudden, she comes back to the WWE. And she's in the Royal Rumble, and they won't acknowledge, anything on social media about Impact Wrestling. Impact Wrestling is putting over WWE, but WWE's not putting over Impact Wrestling. That's smart business. What kind of relationship is that?
That's smart business if you're WWE. Now you're getting more press.
It makes you look stupid.
Well, it makes Impact look stupid
because it makes Impact look gullible. Not so much makes it look stupid, it makes it look gullible, it makes it look desperate. AEW doesn't do shit like that. AEW and New Japan cross-promote each other. Impact and AEW, when they were doing their stuff during the pandemic, they were cross-promoting each other. That's how you do business. You know what I mean?
Well,
WWE just thinks WWE for some reason in 2022 they still try to actually believe that they're still the number one brand, you know, and they're the only ones that exist
still around.
And that is the stupidest mentality that I've ever heard, because it makes them look delusional as fuck.
Yeah. Well, I don't think they necessarily care, because in terms of global reach, they have that. That's a fact. They have global reach. They can go wherever the fuck they want and it's gonna sell because it's WWE. Now, the rest of these companies, like banding together, it's good, but in the long run, they're still the machine. They are the machine.
Let me give you a very, very shocking statistic, and let me hear what you think about it.
Okay.
So they did a poll, and I forget where the poll was from, but they were talking about this on Conan's podcast, Keeping It 100. And Glenn Gilberti, the former Disco Inferno, brought up that they did a poll somewhere, and it said about 80% of people who used to watch wrestling no longer watch it.
Yeah,
80%. But but the dirt sheets will tell you that this is the most exciting time to be a wrestling fan. No, it's not.
It really is.
How is that when the business isn't growing? You have 80% of the people that used to watch during the highest ratings during the Monday Night Wars that don't watch anymore.
Why is that?
Ruthless aggression people left.
Why is that?
There's two different factors here. Number one, they grew up and got out of it and went over to watch mixed martial arts. Or two, they just are not a fan of what WWE's putting out.
That the second one is the most important one,
right?
Because they're 80%. Both true. They're 80%. Both true.
You can't tell me that these dudes. You cannot tell me when you look at the situation of 80% of people who used to watch wrestling, 80% of them no longer watch.
Yes.
Okay.
You know why? Because WWE put out a shit product for years, and they were the only thing to watch.
Well, it goes further than that. It goes back further than that. Because it's like, okay, look, I sent you a video. I don't know if you watched it or not, but I sent you a video of Bruce Pritchard from his Something to Wrestle podcast.
Oh, no, I haven't watched that yet.
Bruce Pritchard was talking about how, he felt that in 2002 that people didn't want to see the NWO. He says that people wanted to see Hulk in WWF, and he thinks people wanted to see Razor and Diesel, not necessarily Hall and Nash. And I said, that is the biggest load of bullshit I've ever heard in my fucking life. You mean to tell me that people weren't craving to see the NWO? I think the ratings prove otherwise at that time. Okay?
That's stupid.
What was the hottest selling t-shirt in 2002 when they brought it back, the NWO t-shirt? What's the hottest selling t-shirt right now in WWE, NWO? What do you see in AEW arenas? What do you see when you go to these indie shows? What do you see at WWE events? NWO.
Yeah.
So for Pritchard to say, oh, well, they didn't, they weren't, people didn't want to see that, blah, blah. No, you're full of shit. You guys brought something in there. It wasn't your creation. You brought something in there. Vince doesn't give a shit if he didn't create it or not. He only wants what's going to make money.
Exactly.
That's what it is. They could have made money off of it. They did make money off of it. They're making more money than they are today with the NWO angle. But it's like I said, all those people that were NWO fans stuck around to see what they were going to do, and then they left. Same thing with WCW. They stuck around after WWE bought WCW. They stuck around to see what WWE was going to do with it, and then they left. They've never been able. If you look at the ratings for Monday Night Raw, every single year it's been a decline. Yes, they have not gone back. People say, "Oh, this is the greatest time to be a fan." No, it's not. It's not.
Why would you say no?
It's not because of what makes it the greatest time to be a fan.
All right, I'm gonna bring this in terms of when me and you were growing up. Right, you had wrestling on Monday, maybe Friday, but that show was kind of sucky. Right.
What show was
in today's climate,
what show was that?
Either Thunder or SmackDown.
No, I'll let you finish, but let me hold on a second. When I was growing up, we had wrestling on Saturdays, Sundays, Mondays. Okay,
Yeah, but that went away. That went away. I'm talking about in the prime.
Didn't.
Yeah, it did.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
No, it didn't.
When did WCW Saturday Night stop running?
WCW Saturday Night stopped running in like 2000.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
In like 98.
No, 2000, bro.
Was it good?
It ran to 2000. Was anything good in WCW in 2000?
No, exactly. That's
Okay,
my
then.
point. That's my point. You had to pick and choose, right? So you weren't gonna really watch it on Saturday, and
I did watch it.
All right. If you did, you were a hardcore fan. Am I right or wrong?
No, you just knew 6:05 Eastern or 3:05 Pacific was the time to watch WCW Saturday Night. No different
exactly.
than if I'm watching WWF Superstars at 11 o'clock or noon on Fox 11 or Wrestling Challenge on Sunday on Fox 11 at noon.
Okay.
You just knew what time shit come on.
All right. Did you have wrestling on Tuesday?
No, we didn't have wrestling on Tuesday.
Did you have wrestling on Wednesday?
Except if you did Tuesday, when they did Tuesday Nitro. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have wrestling on Wednesday?
No. Not until Thunder moved to Wednesday, but go ahead.
Exactly. Other than that, now you have way more options. If you're a wrestling fan, you have wrestling every single fucking day of the week. And if you don't like one,
what's that on there?
Huh?
But what brought that on?
Fucking if I know.
What brought it on was the streaming is what changed everything.
Yeah, well,
Streaming
yeah,
services.
true. But you have options now. And you still have the streaming. So you have AEW
options
Dark,
in
AEW Elevation. Right.
Wait. You've always had options, though.
Huh?
You've always had options. You've always had options.
You didn't have as many. You have wrestling every day.
Yes,
you didn't have wrestling. I just asked you. You have wrestling every day of the week.
Bruh.
Now you have it every fucking day of the week. And it's different.
And does that mean that it's good?
Was wrestling always good back then? No.
Yes. The ratings show it.
People watched it, but was the wrestling good?
The show, the storytelling that they were doing back then was a hell of a fucking lot better than it is now, and the ratings prove it. The eyeballs watching the product prove it.
80% of the people are
80% are gone because the damn product sucks. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You just answered my question. The product
you're answering
sucks now.
mine. You're answering mine.
The product,
because
you
now
got
you have
80% of people that left. You have all this wrestling on TV now, and 80% of the fucking audience is gone. But you're telling me it's a good time to be a wrestling fan. Where is the evidence to prove that? If 80% of the audience is gone.
It is a great time to be a wrestling fan. Why? Because you can bring more people.
Why? Because you can watch some flippity floppity shit. Is that what it is?
No. What I'm telling you is you can bring that fan back into the fold because there's something for them somewhere where it wasn't back then.
You know where it is?
That's why
it's
great to be a wrestling fan. Right?
You know where that's something. You know what makes it great to be a wrestling fan nowadays? I'm gonna tell you exactly, in my opinion, what makes it great to be a wrestling fan. It's called Impact Plus. Okay, it's called the WWE Network, and it's called YouTube, where I can find old wrestling shows.
Yes, you can.
That's it.
Yes, you can. You can.
And you've had options. We've had options here. We've had after WWE WCW went out of business. We had World Wrestling All Stars. You had fucking NWA TNA. You had Ring of Honor. You had New Japan Pro Wrestling that was around. You had All Japan Pro Wrestling that was around. You had all these different groups. NWA Wildside. You had all these different groups. WWE was still doing their thing with the Ruthless Aggression era. Everything. And guess what? The audience still fucking left. Because the shit sucks. And I guess they thought this big oh my God, we have AEW now. Blah, 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 blah. Listen, the only thing that's good about it is that you got more places for guys to work. That's it. The product itself is fucking trash.
How is that not good? So it's good for the industry. We get that.
Yes.
How is it not good for the wrestling fan if they have more opportunities to go see these shows?
Are they buying tickets like that?
You tell me.
I don't think they are. Last time I checked, shit, WWE was having trouble fucking selling tickets for SummerSlam. They were having trouble selling tickets for Money in the Bank, and those are gonna be stadium shows. They're gonna have those shits in the stadiums. Yes. Money in the fucking bank is gonna be in a stadium in Las Vegas. What was that? Allegiant Stadium? They got Money in the Bank there, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Well, I can't wait for the day that WWE goes back to selling $12 tickets like they were in '96. That's what's gonna happen. They have oversaturated the business with fucking 3 hours of Raw, NXT, SmackDown. Okay, then you talk about the other shows that are competing, the competition shows like Dynamite, then Rampage. Then you got fucking Impact on Access. Yeah, there's a lot of fucking wrestling, and guess what? The business as a whole is not growing. And that all stops. That right there, that all starts with WWE.
I agree
that's
with
where it
you
starts.
on that.
Because
that's where we agree.
It's called the trickle down effect. If WWE is not doing good, then everybody else is not going to do good. Because they're the supreme leaders in sports entertainment.
But that goes back to a conversation we had on a previous podcast. The wrestling fan of today is fucking toxic because it's WWE or nothing, AEW or nothing. Like, shut the fuck up, be a fan, watch the wrestling. Watch the wrestling. There's something for you somewhere.
That's always been that way.
It's always been that way, but you didn't have the internet to amplify this shit. So if it hits the internet and the conversation is, well, this guy had this rating, blah, 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 they suck. Stop that shit. Just enjoy
I agree. No, I agree with you. I agree with you on all that. But fans taking sides has always been there. It's always been there. You look at the NWA back in the day, Jim Crockett Promotions, those people did not like the WWF cartoonish style of wrestling, so they didn't watch the shit. The WWF fans didn't like the real style, quote unquote, of Jim Crockett Promotions, so they didn't watch. And that's the same thing. WCW fans during the '90s, they supposedly, a lot of them didn't watch the WWF, and WWF fans didn't watch WCW. I particularly watched all of it.
I watched all of it.
Yeah,
it was wrestling.
There was no sides. I didn't pick a side. Yeah, so I get that. I've always thought that part stupid. Just in wanting a wrestling company to go out of business is another thing. If you're a true wrestling fan, you never wish for a wrestling company to go out of business. You never wish for somebody to be unemployed. That's fucking stupid. The toxic that toxic attitude comes from the newer generation, the millennial generation, the entitled generation.
Well, it's partially
toxic. That's never been in a fucking ring.
Right.
Taking a bump.
It's partially the people that grew up at the end of the Attitude Era that watched WCW go out of business. And they felt like it was a win for the WWE, when in reality, the business as a whole suffered because of that shit.
Oh, it was a big loss. It was a loss for everybody.
It was a huge loss.
Vince McMahon will tell you, and I have the DVD to prove it. He did an interview. He said he misses Nitro.
Yeah, because he had competition.
He misses that competition.
He had competition.
See, Vince doesn't have that fire anymore to light him under his ass. He has a little bit with AEW, but look at what's the situation that's going on with AEW. AEW now is actually starting to look like a real wrestling company.
Yeah,
they weren't before. When they first started, they were just signing people to sign them. And now we're getting to the point now where we got rid of the Marco Sons. And we got rid of the Joey Janela's who didn't draw shit in AEW.
If you're not contributing, why be there?
Not contributing, exactly. Tony Khan ain't going to pay you. He can't justify it. I was really surprised to see that Sue Grayson, couldn't come to terms, but the door is open for him to get. I mean, how can you have the Dark Order there without Sue?
Yeah, one I was like, oh, that one kind of hurt because I like Stu. I like Stu. But I agree. If you're not going to be there and contribute in a meaningful way, then why fucking be there? And
exactly,
it makes sense. Those releases outside of Stu Grayson to me made sense because we haven't seen these guys. I haven't seen.
I don't know. I don't know, man. The Marco Stunt one, I mean, he was a part of that Jurassic Express.
He but
he
he
fit
wasn't-
that mode. That Christian should not be involved in it. Christian should be.
I'm
Christian
waiting on
should
the
be
turn.
a heel turn coming, or Christian should have a
I'm waiting
faction.
on the
Or
turn.
Christian should be doing something else, not hanging around in Jurassic Express and shit. I'm like, that's cool for Marco Stunt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for Christian Cage should be going to fight the world title or some shit.
I agree. I think it's coming, but I think that was also a developmental thing with him and Jungle Boy too. Because since Jungle Boy has been improving, and it's noticeable. He's improved a lot.
Yeah, well, it depends on who he's working with.
Yeah, that too. But the leaps are there. You can see that he's improved.
Right.
So I kind of got that, but still, it still made sense to me that we haven't seen Marco in forever. Janela never was in anything really meaningful in AEW.
Yeah, exactly.
So it didn't make sense for him to be there. So
Right. Yep, I agree.
There should be more coming, I think. Because as you get to this platform to where now it makes sense for you to do big things and TV time is going to start mattering. It doesn't look like it does yet, but when it's going to get to that point where it's going to matter. And you're going to see some of these guys just trail the fuck off.
TV time is always matters. Scott Hall said it best, man. You have that TV out there, that TV time. You take every second of that TV time and you get yourself over.
True.
Every time you use that to your advantage.
Question from Michael Blake: when's the last time there was a match with massive build-up? New opponents every 3 weeks doesn't help. I agree with that. But this is a sign of the wrestling industry as a whole, because WWE is notorious for it.
When was the last time there was a massive build-up for a match?
Rock Cena, because they built that over a whole year.
I would probably say Rock Hogan. It's a massive build-up for that one.
Yeah,
they put a lot of theatrics in that. Another good build-up too that I remember was Kurt Angle versus Samoa Joe, TNA.
Yeah, that one had a good build-up.
The biggest buy rate TNA ever did.
Yeah.
Hogan Sting. Starrcade 97.
Oh yeah, that one was fucking huge.
What was it? A year and a half? They built that fucking match.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the longest builds ever in the business. The longest
and the most electric build that I think I've ever seen. Just
Sean
the fact,
Brett.
Yeah. Brett
Sean
Diesel.
Brett.
I mean, not Brett. Sean Diesel was a good build up too.
Yeah.
Hogan Warrior was a good build up.
Macho Man versus Hulk Hogan. The Mega Power.
Yep. Macho Hogan, good build up.
Yep.
There in the history, there's been some good ones. The last really massive one, I would say, was Rock Cena. The most recent one.
Yeah.
And that was about it. But then after that, WWE got out of the business of having like those people that transcend the sport after Cena.
But see, they couldn't follow up with this because, after this, the pandemic started. But they were really building something in AEW. They were really building with Heyman turning on Kenny Omega.
Yes.
They were telling that story. They were building that for weeks. They were building that. So they were. That's a recent one that they were doing. Cody and Dustin Rhodes.
Oh, that was a good build up. Yeah,
Double or Nothing.
And that match was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, since then,
CM Punk and CM Punk and MJF.
Oh yeah. Was that massive though? Was it like
for AEW? Yes.
For AEW, yes.
It was massive because CM Punk had just came back to the business. So from the standpoint of that, it was a big, and just like his the feud with Darby Allin was another one. That
people were clamoring for him in MJF anyway.
Yeah,
like when he signed with AEW, it was like it's inevitable they have to work together.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean there's been some. I just for WWE I can't. I mean another one would be Cena AJ Styles. They built that.
Yeah.
But WWE just haven't really had any like, damn, big, I gotta see that shit. They haven't had that in a while. And I'm sorry, Roman and Brock that don't do it for me.
No. That's what I'm saying. WWE got out of that business of people that transcend the sport. Roman's great, but does he transcend the sport? No.
Roman is starting to look flawed now a little bit. Like he's losing that mystique that he had. It's not because they painted themselves in the corner. It's like fucking, what was it, Jimmy Uso the other day when they released that video of him with the DUI. You know, and I'm like, bro, like he was so ignorant in that video to me. Like just
let's do it.
Yeah, just dumb as fuck.
Yeah,
it's dumb.
Let's do it.
And then he thought the cop said something to him disrespectful, and the cop didn't say nothing.
Yeah, they gotta get Jimmy, bro. They
what's the reward? What's the reward for that? Oh, we'll put the tag 2,000 on you.
Yeah. They gotta help Jimmy, man.
Bullshit.
They gotta help
bullshit. That's some bullshit. And anybody out there, you can be an Usos fan all you want to. That's some bullshit. You get that type of shit. This dude out here drunk, fucking driving, speeding and shit, running stop signs. He can kill somebody, kill his damn self. You know what I'm saying? And your reward for that is we're gonna put the tag belts on you. That's just bullshit.
That ain't cool.
Nah, that's bullshit.
Like I expected something that like not even no suspension, no nothing. Like y'all got to get that man some help because y'all not doing nothing but enabling him to be dumb.
Yeah.
There's no other word for it. It's dumb.
Yep.
Like something. Like y'all got to put the man in rehab. Do something.
Right. I don't know if he's had any other issues since then. I mean, they just released this body cam video, so I don't think he's had anything else going on since then that that we know about.
But what I'm saying is, like, it's DUIs, right?
Yeah.
The man has a drinking problem. Like, there's no other way to put that.
Right.
And I love Jimmy. I love him. But you have a problem, man. If you keep getting in that situation, it's no longer an accident. It's a problem. And it's not wrong for you to come out and say that you have a problem. It's the fact that you aren't and you still being rewarded for it.
You better go look. You better go DDP yoga or something. Go see
something,
Paige,
bro. Like
something.
Because if this was Jeff Hardy, if this is Jeff Hardy, he's gone.
Yep. If it was rest in peace. If it was Scott Hall, he's gone.
He's gone. Like you have to hold that standard for everyone.
Yeah, exactly. Especially for the guys out there that's actually doing the right thing, that's not getting in trouble. You're not. These guys sitting back, nothing to do, but because we got this bloodline storyline going on,
because they're hot.
Because they're hot for right now.
Yep.
But remember, Becky Lynch was hot at one point too, and now she's not anymore. And I don't know what the hell they're doing with her. Whatever that haircut that she has right now, bro. I don't know if you've seen her or not.
I saw it.
I don't know what I don't know what they're doing. Like everything that got her over, like she was supposed to be this badass. That's all stripped away now, and she's just trying to play. She's trying to play Seth Jr. at this point.
Pretty much.
You know what I mean? And even Seth Rollins, I'm not even sure what his character is supposed to be. I mean, one of these days, honestly, I'm just going to be looking on Raw, and I'm going to expect to see him with some green hair and and some clown fucking face paint on. Because that's what he's going for.
You never know, man. You never know.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get into the parting shots. You got anything else?
No, sir, I don't. I think it's been a pretty good shoe tonight.
Yeah. We had a little bit of
really good shoe.
Really good shoe tonight. All right, so for everybody who didn't join our Patreon, you missed out. We were giving away gift cards. All you had to do was come in, guess the theme. You get a gift card if you got the correct answer. So we're gonna do this again.
Yep.
we're gonna do this again.
Right.
We are going to shoot for getting everybody into the Patreon. Here's the link, patreon.com/thatfeelingpodcast. Come join us. We're going to do a round of guess the entrance theme. You get a correct answer, you get a gift card. It's that simple. And we're going to go out into our group. I think you already put this up, but we're going to react to classic matches.
Yes.
All right. All you have to do is give us a suggestion. We'll react to it. We'll watch it. We'll review it. We'll react to it. So come to our Patreon. Let's have some fun. We're giving away free money for you.
And
guys.
also, you mentioned, I think it was last week, you mentioned in the group about something about reviewing matches. And I remember Breedwell brought up we should review Bianca versus Sasha.
I'm down with that. That.
Yeah, we'll get to that one. Yeah,
I'm down with that. So come join us on Patreon. Again, that link is patreon.com/thatfeelingpodcast. DATFEELIN podcast. Come join us on Patreon. Let's have some fun. All right. I've got nothing else, man.
I got nothing else either.
All right. So let's wrap this shit up. All right. Thank y'all for joining the No Gimmicks podcast here on the DFPN. We hope you enjoyed tonight's show. If you did, come back next week. We'll be here. Till then, y'all be cool, be safe, don't do nothing stupid. Peace. Are you going to do your tagline?
What tagline is that? The one about the Sith or about keeping the pet population under control? Have your pets spayed or neutered, or I'll get this lightsaber on you.
Peace.
All right.